Pre-match talk centres on Ronaldo. He scored 4 in his last 3. What will he produce today? Stay with us on EA TV. Good evening, everyone. A city that has so much to offer in so many respects, but of course on the football front as well. Hello from the English capital, London. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry. I'm delighted to be joined as always by Stuart Robson. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It is Tottenham Hotspur and they take on Ipswich Town.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
Let's put him on a plan to become a complete striker, and I'll also boost up his beautiful. Not gonna lie, the team around, of course, Holland is pretty epic. Like, he's got Mason Mount supplying him, Rashford and Anthony on either side, Lisandro Martinez, Varane. Like, it's the perfect conditions for Holland to draw. But I'm hoping he does this season. Oh man, Erling Haaland is throwing at a ridiculous rate too. He's 92, but hopefully we can catch up with him. We're making it through Rashford Holland's second Premier League season now, and this time I'm expecting him to hit maybe
Introducing the Spurs starting 11.
Well, plenty of attacking width in this 4-3-3, but they'll need to get their midfield players to join the centre forward as much as possible. If not, he'll become isolated.
Alan, he's coming for you. So yeah, look at the stat upgrade. Finishing is now 94.
The Ipswich Town starting 11. Kasper Schmeichel begins at goal. Joshua Kimmich plays with Fred in central midfield. And leading the attack today is Cristiano Ronaldo.
That is nutty. Oh no. Oh no. What happened though in the Premier League? Even though Rashford Holland delivered, Manchester United didn't. 8th in the league.
And now they get the ball rolling.
Surely Holland could win a trophy or two. Like, come on now. How about up? Lost the final again. Holland is set to win a final. And Manchester United also got knocked out in the round of 16 in the
Dejan Kulusevski.
Rasmus has now scored 42 goals in these first 2 seasons. He's just to win a trophy at Man United. I mean, all the individual stats are looking good, but if he can't win Man United trophy,
near the moment.
Right, guys, this is Rasmus Holland's third season at Manchester United. He's got to win trophy, otherwise he's going to end up like all the other failed strikers at Man United.
Sometimes what I do with this is, it's almost frightening.
Okay, maybe one thing we can do is give Holland that number 9 jersey. Maybe with that he'll get a bit of luck and start scoring more. He's not going to score a crazy amount, but he can take those big moments.
Well, not the end result he had in mind.
Well, we know he can hit them from that sort of range, but that was a poor effort in the end.
Given his magnificent form, then there's every reason to believe that Cristiano Ronaldo will make an impact here.
Well, his recent form speaks for itself. 4 goals in the last 3 appearances, and he's been playing with great confidence. There's every chance he'll get another couple today.
So I think we need to do this. Either win the Premier League or the Champions League. Only then we can move Holland away from Man United. Holland starting off this season as an 84 rated player. I'm expecting big things. We've made it to almost the end of the season, and Manchester United...
That was interesting to look at the table. And what can we say about these runaways, for want of a better word?
Well, they're in a great position at the moment, as you mentioned, Derek, and you have to say their football has been exhilarating at times. If they can keep everybody fit, they should win the title comfortably.
Oh no, but these 2 games are against Chelsea and Man City.
Well, the target for Ipswich, no doubt about it, is to win the game. It could be up for grabs. And the keeper has it after that tension-laden sequence.
What a great first save that was. How did he stop that?
Well, going up to an 87 overall, but it's time to see if Rasmus Holland can prove himself.
The referee had to stop play, and he's doing that now so the player can receive treatment.
That would be amazing, and let's see what happens. It's a 2-1 win, but this is short. He has a good game. 6.9 rating for Hayes. He's delivered, so we'll take that. To win the Premier League title, though, Rasmus Holland still needs to get the job done against Manchester City. Yeah, he's going to go up against Erling Haaland. Oh man, Erling has gone up to a 94 overall. That is what 7 ratings higher than Rasmus.
And so play will be restarted by means of a drop ball.
Rasmus with the Premier League in August won the game, and Holland scored in his second minute. Yo! And Manchester United win the Premier League. Big game, big moment. moment when Rasmus Holland stepped up. It's now been 3 seasons for Rasmus at Man United. He's
Given
scored
away by
59
Tottenham.
goals, 3 assists, and 1 trophy. And now that he's got his
And
main
showing the
trophy at
importance
Man
of
United,
wit.
he's now a legend in
Chances
the
on.
club. It's just time to maybe spend the night. And before we continue Rasmus Holland's game, it's one of the
From long
best
distance.
over 70%
Oh, dealt with by the
of
goalkeeper.
my videos haven't subscribed. It is my dream to hit 1 million subscribers. And you guys can help me out by subscribing to the channel. It's completely free. Season 4 and Rasmus Holland has never been this good. He's 88 rated, and if he wants
Well,
to,
it still
he
could
can
be
go over
dangerous.
to Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, any of the big clubs. But this season, Manchester
Defensive
United are
resilience there.
back in the Champions League. This time around, their Premier League winner is there. I think we've got to give Rasmus Holland the chance to win the Champions League with Man
Spence.
United. I mean, he's got the team to do it. Like Rashford is a teammate.
Take it away from Son.
Mason Mount is there. The team is there. So maybe one last season at Man United. All right, the group stages are done in the Champions League, and it's not as good for Man United. They can be second in the group. Although Rasmus Holland has had a good start to the season. 16 goals in the first 24
What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick.
Meanwhile, it's time for the Ballon d'Or ceremony, and the fact that Rasmus Holland helped Man United win the Premier League, it might could have been contentious, but instead it's his teammates Rashford, Holland, and Kylian Mbappe who get nominated. And ultimately, it's Erling Haaland who wins the Ballon d'Or. That's frustrating to see, man. Rasmus Holland now 90 rated, and he should have been nominated. Maybe this season, if he wins the Champions League, he'd end up winning the Ballon d'Or. The knockout rounds begin, and it's a decent start for Man United. They've knocked out Atletico. Rasmus and the boys have knocked out Leverkusen as well. In the Champions League semi-final, and look at that on the other
A
side.
good effective pressure high up the pitch.
This could be a
Given
golden
away
chance
by
for
Tottenham.
Rasmus Holland to win the Champions League in quite possibly his final season at United. Oh, and he's
Oh,
having
he'll
a solid
take his
season
own.
as well. 24
It's come off
goals
the
this
keeper.
season already. Leverkusen can knock out Bayern Munich from the Champions League.
This is on the clearance, a good one. Well, didn't miss by very much, and never easy to strike his on the volley in that fashion.
Then
Well,
Holland
from
knocked
that
out
range, though,
Bayern Munich
it
and
should be a
Leicester
goal.
to the
At least it should hit the
Champions
target.
League. What happened in the second leg? No, this is painful. Bayern Munich end up winning. The Champions League dream has been crushed. Oh wow, the season comes to an end and Man United don't even finish in the top 4. What went wrong? Well, Holland does get a
Timo Werner.
community field to his name and the Carabao Cup, but this season was bad. Well, at least Holland scored 26 goals and now he's 91 rated.
Radu
45
Dragusin.
goals, 4 assists and 3 trophies at Man United. But I think for Rasmus Holland to win the Ballon d'Or and the Champions League, it's time for him to move. Alright guys, it's now time to send Rasmus Holland to a new club. A club where he can potentially win the Champions League and the Ballon d'Or.
No
And also a
problems at
club
all for the
Erling
keeper.
Holland. 85 goals, 3 trophies including the Premier League. I think Holland has
Rodriguez.
done really well for Man United. I think it's fair to think you can let him leave and
The
put him on the
breakthrough.
transfer
That
list.
will do
And
nicely.
which clubs come into. As soon as we transfer this to Rasmus Holland,
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and just look at that strike. He opens up his body and makes a really clean contact with the ball. A great finish.
But the funniest offer was from Man City. Guys, we can't be sending Rasmus Holland to Man City. No, no, no. And finally, after being patient, an offer comes in from PSG. The offer was for 180 million, and this makes a lot of sense. At PSG, Holland can potentially win the Champions League. He'll be playing alongside Kylian Mbappe. This makes a lot lot of sense. The decision has been made. Rasmus Holland's next
So back
destination
underway,
is going to be
and a wake-up
PSG.
call for
And
Tottenham,
this
perhaps.
team Holland is going to be playing in.
So 2 minutes of stoppage time here.
Coutinho on the right. Midfield looks strong. Okay, maybe there's no natural
Bissouma.
right back, but Fernandes can play there. I think Rasmus Holland
Johnson.
with PSG is going to ball out and win it on a trophy.
No more time
It's time to
left.
see whether
That is it
Rasmus
for the
Holland
first
will
half here
dominate
at the
another
home of
game.
Tottenham.
He's made it to the end of the season, and Rasmus Holland is now
I think
93
most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, Derek, after a slow start when it was tightly marked, he got better and better as the first half went on, and he got his reward with that goal. I'm looking forward to his second half display.
Twice the amount of Holland. Holland clearly needs to score more, but I'll say this, staying at PSG means he's going to be stat padding some trophies. That's trophy number 4 for Rasmus. Ain't that fine? And would you believe that in just his first season with PSG, he's got a chance to win the Champions League? It's kind of why we made him join PSG, to win these big trophies. But this man, Erling Haaland, is going to be standing in his way. So if Rasmus can beat Erling in a Champions League final, maybe he's got that Ballon d'Or in contention. Let's see what happens. Champions League final for Rasmus, and it's a dub. He ends up scoring it. No, he doesn't. Kylian Mbappe those scores, but I guess we'll take it. Of trophy number 6.
And the second half has started here at the home of Spurs.
Definitely a huge season for Rasmus. 105 goals and now 6 trophies, but I think he can definitely start scoring more goals.
Long-range effort.
We're getting
That's
to
great when you can
another
rely
season
on your
of
keeper.
PSG. I want to see Rasmus score at least 30 goals. The
Cleared
first
away,
attempt
but
for
at
the
the
Ballon
expense
d'Or.
of a corner.
This time, Rasmus Haaland gets
And a
nominated.
change for
Okay,
Spurs
who's
at
going
this
to win the
juncture.
Ballon d'Or? Who's going to win it? No. Mbappe. To be fair though, Mbappe also won the Champions League and outscored Rasmus literally by 20 goals. So I think we can only say fair enough. Okay, well, this season Rasmus Haaland is absolutely falling out with 23 goals in 25 games. If he can keep this up, maybe next summer will be him winning the Ballon d'Or. End of the season, and that's more trophies to add to Rasmus's collection.
Radu Dragusin.
Trophy number 7. Names that. There's no way he lost
Strong
the
but
race
fair
to keep
tackle.
up to Rasmus's former club. Oh well. Back-to-back Champions League finals.
Just wanted to get it out of there.
Rasmus to PSG was the
And he would have been disappointed had he spilled that one.
Scored out his first, scoring 35 goals.
And don't forget, we have more Premier League action coming up for you on EA TV. It's Spurs. Oh, he's missed, but by a minuscule margin.
Well, he couldn't have made better contact than that. His technique is brilliant. He's so unlucky there.
Anyways, it's another opportunity for Rasmus to get the better of Erling, and let's see if he can do exactly that. Champions League final for Rasmus. Can he score this time? No. Instead, he ends up taking an L to Haaland. Haaland actually scored. Wow. I think he's just been a couple of really successful seasons for Rasmus at PSG. 140 goals now.
Bissouma.
Yeah, he lost the CL final to Haaland, but I think it was still decent. But maybe for season 7, Rasmus needs a bit of a change. Remember when Rasmus Haaland got an offer from Barcelona and we rejected
Spurs
it?
now in
Maybe it's time
potentially
to
a
make good
dangerous
on that
position.
offer. And so for season 7, Barcelona are spending 215 million
The
to sign
attack carried
Rasmus
promise,
Haaland.
but
No
petered
way
out.
Barcelona gave him the
Plenty of
iconic
support
number
here.
10 jersey.
Firing it
But
towards
like at
goal.
PSG, over here at Barca, Rasmus
Well,
is
looking to
clearly
increase
best
the
player in
lead,
the league.
but not
So
accurate enough there.
Yeah, that was half a chance to extend their lead, as you mentioned. But they couldn't quite take it, could
Now
they?
he's brought him to Barcelona to win the big trophy. Not going to lie, he's got a pretty good team around him. So let's see first season in La Liga. How does he think? Oh, and by the way, Rasmus is earning a fortune at Barca. 400,000 a week. He better perform. First season comes to an end, and Rasmus Haaland is absolutely destroyed La Liga. 38 goals this season and 6 assists. He's
I'll be
really
impressed
been the
here.
leader of this team. Oh, that's annoying. Vinicius Junior become the La Liga
I'm delighted to say more Premier League action
Rasmus
coming up
Haaland
for
is
you
now
here on
94
EA TV.
rated. And now
It's
he's the
Ipswich
same
Town
overall
facing
as
Manchester
Erling
United.
Haaland. So genuinely,
High
he's had a
degree
good
of
season
difficulty
with
to hit it on the
Barca.
volley
There's a
like
chance
that,
he could win
and
the
it was
Ballon d'Or.
close.
Okay,
Well, his
this
skill
is
level is so
brilliant.
high, you're absolutely right.
Secure.
That's a great
That's
effort
trophy
on the
number
volley.
9 for Rasmus. No, either Rasmus lost a couple of cup finals for Barca. This is bad. And in the Champions League, they got knocked out in the semis to Man City. Honestly, for a first season, that wasn't too bad for Rasmus. He's now on 178 goals and 9 trophies. He's finally equal the rating of Haaland. Next season in Barca, let's see what he can do. We're making our way through another La Liga season, but of course, we've got to make a stop for the Ballon d'Or ceremony. Of course, being in Barcelona means you are going to get nominated for the Ballon d'Or, but so is Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, and even Ferran Torres is teammate. Individually with Barca, he had a ridiculous season, winning La Liga, Champions League semi-finals as well, but is that enough to win the Ballon d'Or? And by the looks of it, yes it is. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised he's won the Ballon d'Or over Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. Fair enough. This has made Rasmus Haaland the world's best player. I guess that's what you get for joining Barcelona. Only thing that's remaining is to somehow become higher rated than Erling Haaland. That would be just perfect. We've made it to the end of the season, and finally Rasmus Haaland is 95 rated. He has surpassed Erling Haaland. We've done it. It's only taken us almost 8 seasons. No, wow, this is Haaland's best season ever. Maybe another Ballon d'Or is floating. 41 goals this season. That is outrageous. Of course, Rasmus secured the Golden Boot this season. I think his very first one. Top scorer in the Champions League too. Wait a minute, this season is turning out to be ridiculous as Holland wins another La Liga. And he's now got a chance to win the Champions League with Barcelona as well. Let's see if my boy Rasmus can win the Champions League again. He won it with PSG. Did he do it now with Barcelona? That would be unbelievable. And yes, they missed the penalty. Okay, that is an L. But he still scored in another Champions League final. Fair enough. Honestly, what a career it's turning out being for Rasmus. 229 goals, 11 goals.
And they're making a change.
We could literally keep him at Barcelona and I think he'd win a couple more Ballon d'Ors, more trophies, more goals. But that's thinking for season 9. Let's take him back to where it all started. For the final season, we're sending Rasmus Holland back to Manchester United. This seems like the perfect decision because he's won the Ballon d'Or.
Long way out. He had a lot of ground to cover. Splendid save. And the referee has given the corner. So maybe scope here for them to add to their lead.
His teammates to be completely different, but Man United kept most of their players. They still got Rashford, Bruno, Anthony, Lisandro Martinez.
Could be an opportunity here. Well, not away properly.
Oh wow, Manchester United.
Chance here. A crossbar got in the way.
That means they won the Europa League.
And up for grabs off the keeper. And the keeper has it after that tension-laden sequence.
What a great first save that was. How did he stop that?
No way! Rasmus is already
Had
falling
Spurs
out
gone
of Man
2 down,
United.
I
We're
couldn't
now
see them
making it
recovering.
the rest of the
They need
season.
to improve and improve quickly here.
Yes, so near, but no impact on the scoreboard. See what they can do in possession.
Holland has won
Rather
another
congested
Ballon
in the
d'Or.
middle of the park.
The season ends and no, this is bad.
They know they need to stop him. Volley in the way. Casemiro.
Oh, it's going from bad to worse. City in the FA Cup, no Carabao Cup as well. Only the UEFA Super Cup. That's
Son.
trophies. Oh my days,
I'm not sure Spurs have been at their best, but there's still time to find that equaliser, and you have to say, the crowd have been brilliant. They're still driving their team on here.
By a mile, maybe returning to Man
They could give it
United wasn't
away.
the best of decisions. But wait, let's talk to Europa League. Okay, through in the round of 16, through in the quarterfinals, and the semi-finals. Oh, Man United end up winning the Europa League.
Oh, good heavens, miles off target there.
Well, I'm not quite sure what he was thinking about there. That's a really poor attempt.
One last chance in season 10 to win Man United the Champions League. 264 goals, 13 trophies, a couple of Ballon d'Ors. The only thing that's left for him is to try and win Manchester United the Champions League. So the final season, let's see if we can pull this off. In his final season with Manchester United, Rasmus has bagged 36 goals. Individually, he's falling out.
Radu Dragusin.
But the team, I think we should have just kept Rasmus at
He's
Barcelona.
given it straight to the opposition.
No, losing the FA Cup to Burnley. What's gone wrong with Man United? Looks like it's going to be a trophy next season to end things off with
Tackle completely missed time, and you would expect a booking under the circumstances. Well, the referee has taken note of his name and number.
Well, I think he can count himself a bit unlucky there. It was certainly a foul.
100 goals, winning 13 trophies, a couple of Ballon d'Ors. So that's pretty good. And if you enjoyed this journey with Rasmus Holland, I'm sure you'll enjoy me play the entire career of Vitor Roque. I'm going to play the career of Barcelona's newest signing, Vitor Roque. Over these next 10 seasons, we're going to see how many goals, assists, and trophies he can win. Let's see if he can become a Barcelona legend. And maybe even win a Ballon
And the
d'Or.
goal kick is the
Vitor
outcome.
Roque is not actually on FIFA. We had to use a mod to get him into the game, but honestly, this mod is pretty good. Look at how realistic he looks. To be honest, guys, have you guys seen the FC24 cover review? Bro, the faces on that, it's giving me nightmares. I'm pretty sure this mod is going to do a better job than he is. But honestly, guys, Vitor Roque is
Well, wait, don't go anywhere. We're going to have 5 additional minutes.
Good effort
here. Lethal piece of finishing. True conviction. Tremendous goal.
Long Vitor Roque out for the first season, let him develop and you go. We've got some loan offers already for Vitor. This one's from Dallas. Right, Dallas Castra could be a solid shot for Vitor Roque. And there you go. Vitor Roque
2-0 now.
Barcelona is the very late day. And so for season 1, Vitor Roque is going to be playing at Dallas Castra. This could be a good stepping stone in his career. If he can get good game time this season, score his overall.
It's a fierce effort. And he's kept it down. Fully stretched. Somehow reaching it.
I just realized that Vitor Roque for some reason
The corner from Kimmich. That's a fine And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, they were dominant in most aspects of the game, particularly that midfield area, and they also looked threatening in the top third of the pitch. It's a really good result for them.
Well, a really strong contribution out there from Joshua Kimmich, and I suspect you're going to be giving him high marks.
That performance sums him up, really. You're never disappointed with what he gives you. Such a good player.
And they got kicked out of the round of 16 in the Champions League. But for Vitor Roque to get experience like this, I think it's a win. But they do manage to win the Turkish country. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Basically the Turkish Cup. For the first season, Vitor Roque, 1 goal, 2 assists, and 1 trophy. I think that's pretty reasonable. But is it good enough to survive at Barcelona? Vitor Roque is back in Barca, but no, I don't think he's good enough to survive at this club. Barcelona still have Lewandowski.
A couple of questions.
Jonathan David. There's no way Vitor Roque is getting any game done. I reckon it's got to be another loan move. Hopefully this time to a club where he can get more game done. He's now 74 rated, so I reckon that's possible. This loan offer is actually very interesting. It's some striker playing in the Bundesliga. That sounds fun, especially the amount of good strikers coming from that Holland place there. Thinking this is an option for at least 1 season, this sounds fun. Yo, in a way I feel bad for Vitor Roque. He just joins the club for pre-season and then Barcelona just shows him the door every time. But I think a loan move like this could do him a lot of good. Not gonna lie, this driver team that Vitor Roque is gonna play in, it looks decent. He's got so much talent everywhere. Yo, we might see Freiburg and Vitor Roque really get along well. Although for the first season, I think Vitor is going to be on the bench, but he's closer in terms of overall as a starter. So I'm thinking he's getting a lot more game time. I just realized in just 1 year of training his foot, he's literally maxed it out. Finally, he can shoot with his left hand. Now I think we should work on those skill moves. So let's get
That'll be all, thank you.
Vitor Roque wants to succeed at Barcelona. He's most definitely going to have to succeed in the Bundesliga. We all know the Bundesliga is a farmer's league. I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. But yeah, I'm really hoping